Hey everyone, welcome back to another episode for the van build. Today we're going to be covering insulation on the floor of the van. There's a lot of ways to do it out there. Some cost more than others. Some you can go really expensive and get like really expensive insulation and go all out if you like, or you can we've sort of gone in the middle. You know, we haven't skimped on it, but we haven't, you know, gone all out really. After doing our research, we found a couple called Far Out Ride, and they love to chase the snow. They love their winter sports, skiing, snowboarding a lot, and we have decided to sort of follow along the lines of their floor. I mean, they've been in temperatures from up to minus 30 degrees. I mean, we're probably never going to get anywhere for that cold, but if we do, we're covered. And so the insulation that we're going to be doing is a layer of mini cell foam insulation to fill the corrugations of the ribbed floor, and then on top of that a XPS foam board to get it to a nice level surface. And on top of that, that's where we're going to put our sub floor, so our ply board, and then we'll eventually probably put some maybe vinyl on there or something, depending on what we decide. So first I'm going to use some white spirit just to, you know, clean the whole surface down, get rid of any grease, loose dirt or anything like that, because it will just help for the adhesion of the mini cell when it goes on to the van floor. And talking about the adhesion, so with the mini cell foam here, it's yellow, we've got it in 10mm sheets, and it comes with this little peel off bit here. So under there it's adhesive sticky, so you can opt to not have that if you want, but we just thought that, you know, if we get it with the adhesive already on it, it's just a peel and stick sort of situation. Whereas if we didn't have the peel and stick, it would mean buying some sort of other adhesive, extra money to you know, get it down onto the floor. So we just thought this would be the quickest and more, you know, better option for us. So the deepest corrugations on our van, there's 3 of them, 3 main ones that go through the middle of the van floor. They're 20mm to get up to the highest point of the the floor. So we're going to put 2 layers in the deepest, bring it up to the top, and then in the other corrugations they're only 10mm to the top. Then after that, like I said, we'll put the XPS across that whole flat surface. As well, before we do anything, I've already gone over it with the white spirit, cleaned all the grease off and everything, give it a good clean down. So white spirit and like an old cloth. Wear gloves, I advise, because it will strip the natural oils off your hands. It's not good. A tape measure to obviously measure your foam board, a Stanley knife or a cutting knife, a really sharp one. I advise it will give you clean lines, which I found out. I already started last night. I did a little test and used not the sharpest Stanley knife. It was sharp, it would cut it, but it just wasn't sharp enough, so I've left myself with jagged lines, which is okay. It doesn't affect it at all. It just probably looked a bit neater if I'd have got a sharper one. So yeah, Stanley knife, a really sharp blade, tape measure, white spirit used beforehand, some sort of straight edge, spirit level, just to make sure you get them straight lines. And what I've used, I've got this an old bit of like backboard for like a kitchen unit that we're not using, just there. first two from the back, SPS, like this. Cut them out, cut the wheel well out.
Okay.
So, and they're already in the van, so what I've done for these next two, to get the next cut of the wheel out, I've measured the length of the first one from the end, and it was about 1200. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to mark with a marker pen 1200. Same on the other side. About there, roughly. So now I know where I've got to go from with the next SPS, right? So it butts up all nicely. So then it's just a case of, I thought, of lining everything up as best you can. It doesn't have to be exactly right, but just roughly there. Stop down there.
All done.
Took the headliner off at the top there. Gonna make myself a header with this ply.
Hey guys, so just finished. It looks good, doesn't it?
Yeah, good enough for me.
Does look good. All done, all in place. So that's it.
Just a bit of staining to do tomorrow.
Yeah, so tomorrow we're going to do the staining and some sanding.
Yeah, a bit of sanding on a bit of, there's some few inconsistencies on the plywood, but not a problem. For what we paid for it. Really good nick, so cheap and cheerful.
Hi Buzz. Hi. What do you think? You like it? Yeah. Alright guys, so we'll see you tomorrow.
Stay up. So, sound deadening, tools that I'm going to be using, tape measure to measure the sizes for the little fiddly bits, a roller. It's a metal rough roller. It came with the package that we got. We got Dodo Superliner, 2 packs of 10 sheets, which has pretty much done the whole of our van. So that roller came with the kit and a knife to cut it. It's really easy to cut. So yeah, so basically I've come through, we've done all the van, and this is where I've got to last bit, and I've done all these fiddly bits first, and I've just gone in with the bigger sheets, and all I've just done is just literally measured what I want for it to cover. So it's a case of just measuring, cutting, sticking it on, start from either the top or the bottom, and then smooth it over when you've got these like ribs here, and just work your way from either the bottom or the top to the top, or vice versa. Just work it with the roller. And it will go from being a smooth circle to like rough. So the indents of the roller, you'll see them in here. So that's when you know that you've done the job properly, if you like. And you can tell the difference. I mean, if I knock on here, bit of vibration there. quite a dead sound, so it definitely works. We've got another video for more insulation. Floor's basically done, as you know, except the top layer of vinyl. We're now going to move on to the corrugations in the sides now for insulation. I'm going to show you where we're going to be insulating. So we're going to be insulating all in these areas. Here, all in here. These aren't going to be touched because, as you know, we're going to have flares in here. This is all going to be cut out. Up here, 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 and along this side. Same with the bottom. So all the bottoms in there, over the wheel well, and all across that side. Same again on this side, and at the bottom. Oh, and as well, above the headliner there. Yeah, all up here. It's basically a sound acoustic foam. So it's Reflectix on one side, and then a sort of like a 10mm foam on the other. Completely waterproof, so it acts as a water barrier. And then on top of that is basically this. So on this side, it's just a tester piece. So you've got about 10mm foam, Reflectix on one side, and then it's adhesive, so that will go straight onto the wall like that. And then on top of that, we've then got some it's basically Finsulate foam. This is a closed cell polyurethane foam, so it works best when it's not compressed. Okay, so just how it is, adhesive spray onto this like so, and then that will be our main layer of insulation. So you've got this, which works as the water barrier with the Reflectix, and then this is basically just for more warmth and insulation, thermal really. Breathable as well, so if anything was to get in, you know, it can breathe. It's not going to trap moisture if moisture does get in, which it shouldn't do, because we're going to have this which acts as a vapor barrier. Okay, so any sort of vapor will be on that side of this. Okay, so that's basically our main, and then what we're going to do eventually is get some what they call easy cool insulation. So it's basically like Reflectix like this, with a thin layer of polyurethane foam in there, and it works best when there's a slight air gap. So I think how we've worked it, with this thickness on the van, we'll end up having sort of like a 10 to 20mm gap, and then we're going to put the easy cool just over the whole lot, over the ribs, and then put the studs on top of that, so we've got a nice airflow and, you know, quite a decent insulated van. So that's the insulation. That is that. Got 2 of them, so hopefully I've got enough, and I've got 2 boxes of this inside. What I'm going to do, I'm going to go along everywhere where I can and make a start with this. So it's basically just a cut to the size you want with a tape measure, cut to the size you want with a knife, and then you peel the back off and it sticks. So here we go. Oh, that was a good start. Do you want to put the goggles on?
No.
Right.
My sunglasses.
Not impact glasses.
What are you getting?
Safety first, or fashion first.
It won't go in.
Unbelievable.
doing? Huh? Them heckles down, huh? Oh, huh? What are you up to?
Hey everyone, so today I'm going to do some ceiling insulation. So it's our final layer for the ceiling to go in before we put our actual ceiling in. Just this white stuff. It's recycled bottles basically, so eco-friendly. Just going to put a layer of this on top of what we've got in all the like cross sections. And yeah, that'll be our ceiling. Get a bit done. I'm gonna get some gloves. Here we go again. So the negative from the lights has to go into wiring. It's that electrics, that wiring. Always confusing stuff. Okay, so you need a positive to go from the switch to the lights. So this positive, which is in here, could go down to the switch, and then from the switch to the distribution panel.
So we're coming to the end of this video on insulation framing and wiring. I realise there's not a lot of content on wiring, sorry about that. There will be a lot more in our upcoming videos on electrics to do with wiring and our electrical system, so have a look at that video when it comes out. We hope you enjoyed this video. We tried to be really descriptive in terms of insulation and helpful to anyone else that's hoping to do a van build. If you have any comments or questions, we'd love for you to comment them below. Let us know what you guys are thinking. Please, please, please give this video a like if you liked it. We'd really appreciate that. We'd also love for you guys to subscribe if you like our channel. We will be posting weekly vlogs, and all of our upcoming videos will be part of our van build series. If you would also like to follow our Instagram, the link is below. We post on there regularly as well. So yeah, hopefully we'll see you guys next week. Give us a subscribe.